Okay, this is an interesting story and not so unusual. Seven Chicago police officers have been suspended for their roles in the night then Superintendent Eddie Johnson was found asleep behind the wheel of his SUV after having several drinks at a bar. Now, this sort of sleeping, blacks have sort of this, what is known as catatonic sleep syndrome. They tend to fall asleep all the time. You may have noticed this at your job. That's why, thankfully, we don't have too many blacks flying airlines. So, so you probably know Superintendent David Brown decided to suspend two probationary officers for 1 day each. Blah 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 blah. Blah. This is in regard to the former Chicago Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson was fired for sleeping, for uh, allowing the crime rate in Chicago to go to the roof. Let me say something. You can't blame Johnson, really. I mean, black criminality is endemic in that so-called community. It's not community. A community is when people help each other, but that's what they call it. So I'm going to call it that. Black criminality is something that unless you put like a wall around some of these black areas, you're not going to stop them. I mean, let them shoot each other. It's when they come into white neighborhoods then becomes a crime. See, when they do it to each other, as far as I'm concerned, that's not a crime. That's not a crime. Okay, it's when they come into white neighborhoods then that's a crime. That's why white people ought to start defending themselves. So they blame the black mayor fired the black police chief, like that's really going to do something. And they're going to replace it with what? Another black police chief? Right. Is they going to do anything? No. And the fact is that Chicago used to be a fantastic city, one of those fabulous cities like Paris and Rome and London, although those cities are not what they used to be either because you got all these immigrants moving in. But Chicago now is like almost 50% black, and they've taken over the city, and they're going to turn into another Newark, into another Atlanta, into another Compton, and next will be New York. I mean, look at New York lately. I mean, New York, I mean, the center of American culture, and look at it now. It's just black racism, barbarity, brutality, violence, mayhem reign supreme. I mean, I was just looking like 2 minutes ago. I was looking at television from the corner of my eyes, and I see these blacks attacking these Jews. Now they got it with the Jews, although it's not only Jews, by the way. They attack anybody really. It's kind of like have this sort of animalistic instinct. So they fire this guy like that's going to change anything. Right.